Hello everyone, my name is Jenifer Joan, you can call me Jenny, and I'm from Undikma, and this video creates the assignment of qualitative research. And so how are you guys? I hope you're okay and stay healthy in this pandemic. Okay, without any further ado, let's move on to explanation videos about principal grounded theory. Okay, Hack 2004 suggests the several principles of a grounded theory, namely the first one is research problem formulation. As in common in every research, the problem formulation are prepared at the early stage, are those that have a clear substance and are formulated in the form of a question. The characteristic of the problem formulation suggested in grounded theory are the first one is oriented towards identifying the phenomenon under study. Express feeling about the object to be studied, and 3. The oriented to process and action. Example of initial problem formulation in grounded theory. How are the English detective novels translated into Indonesian? The question posed in this problem formulation is instead to accurately in the depth of the process of the translating an English detective novel into the Indonesian, and to the formal object of a research in the translator who is the translating an English detective novel into Indonesian, while the material object is the method used by translator in completing the translation of the novel question. And 3. The main orientation that is the highlight and the stage and the technique of the translation chosen. Thank you. Okay, the third is discrete theory or theory generation. The theory behind grounded theory, according to Starus Glasses, is that grounded theory arises inductively from the data sources in the according with the constant compression method. Then the Starus and the Glasser are criticism to the logical deductive theorizing theory, namely in hypothetical deductive method. Taking theories or hypotheses and testing them indirectly by obtaining the consequence which are their availability to test directly empirically. That the first in the theory deductivism explaining the places of the theory testing science, and the second inductive meaning reasoning can see formulate the theoretical ideas. And the fourth is theory development. In the development grounded theory, it doesn't not stop at the developing hypothetical deductive orthodox theory, because this research has not been developed theoretical. Therefore, developing the theory research then has knowledge of the nature and mechanism by imaging something similar to the mechanism naturally that we know research are also is bound to consistent. Be aware of the perspective that one, and then the basic theory that from the stars and glaciers in Amzing 2011. Okay, assessment theory. In this assessment, the dominant stream of the empirics about the theoretical judgment is the characteristic as that it is characterized by normal deductive hypothetical performs which the theory assessment in the empirical adequate by ascertaining whether it is test prediction are verified by the relevant data, where the glacier and the stars did not make a precise calculation regarding the nature and the place of the theory testing in the social sciences. And they did argue that there no more to theory judgment that testing empirical adequate. And then the reconstruction grounded theory. The influence of American paradigm and on the grounded theory methodology has been verified. The impact of the contemporary philosophy of the scientists on the reading of glaciers and stars is almost non-existent. Database is practiced expert like Joan. However, glaciers and stars continue to be relevant in development in the physical methodology. It is should remember the paradigm expert grounded theory as the philosophical reconstruction. It is not understanding and account the glacier and the stars calculation the grounded theory.